It is fitting that a stuttering, sterile season has ended with a confused and impotent team that had showed some promise unraveling when facing a better side. That has been the story of the season. The fruitless and frustrating campaign has been welded together from the clunky frameworks of two very different managers with diametrically opposed philosophies and styles, and both of them have failed to deliver. Under Gary Monk, an expensively assembled team was set up to attack. Almost all of the £50 million invested in the team went on firepower in a bid to solve the impotence that had marked a supine slide from the Premier League. It played with 2, 3, 4 and sometime more attacking players, plus had the full backs bombing on. Boro went through a formation flux with a bewildering array of shapes and selections, and they lacked cohesion, identity or belief. That team failed. It eked out wins over the bottom half but was defensively frail and easily prized open by well-drilled sides up and challenging for the playoffs. And for all the costly hardware up front, they lacked penetration in the big games. The failure to beat their playoff rivals was the fatal flaw, and surrenders to the likes of Leeds, Bristol City and Millwall cost Monk his job. Enter Tony Pulis, a hard-bitten, experienced, wily pragmatist for a radically different style. Ben Gibson warns off a Villa fan as he guides Adam Traore off the pitch. Image, James Griffiths vote, his approach is far more functional. He pegged the full-backs into defensive roles, tightened up midfield, played with the target man and invested heavily in set plays. He stripped away the layers of tactical complication, weeded out some of the underperformers and sidelined the ones that didn't fit his template, and rewired Boro as a team that was hard to beat, was rugged, physical and knew how to nick a goal. And after a sticky, slow-burning start, that team started to gel and find an identity and a shape, and a little bit of momentum gathered, and fans, most of them, started to buy into the project. Tony Pulis Boro managed to claw themselves into the playoff places, although the doubts remained of how exactly they would fare against the top sides. Wonder no more. The dismal showing at Aston Villa revealed exactly how far short this team is. Over the two legs, man for man as individuals, in every department and collectively as a team, they were outplayed, outthought and outfought by Aston Villa. In the first leg, Boro did a superb tactical job on neutralizing Boro's main attacking threat, only threat, in Adama Traore, and having got the vital goal posed a series of tactical questions that Boro and Tony Pulis could not answer. Stuart Downing's late free kick hits the bar at Villa Park. Image, PA, at Villa Park, Boro had to go out and get a goal, and in truth never looked like scoring. They had to get a grip of the game, impose themselves and their narrative on the game, and in truth they looked a confused outfit, lacking imagination, belief and any threat up front. Having been bested at the Riverside, they stuck by the same shape and mentality, and it was no surprise they got the same result. On a night when Wembley was the prize, and beyond that the Premier League, Boro did not turn up. They withered in the red-hot atmosphere and were rattled by a Villa side that were quicker, slicker and showed more intent. It hurts that Boro went down with a whimper, especially for the passionate fans who travelled more in hope than expectation. But the reality is that is where the Boro are not good enough to beat the sides that finished above them, and by extension nowhere near good enough for the Premier League. There will be some who take comfort in the fact that Boro didn't somehow scrape through only to be minced and embarrassed on the bigger stage at Wembley. Boro trudge off as Villa fans invade the pitch. Image, James Griffiths vote. Now Boro have to take stock of exactly where the weaknesses are and embark on what now appears an annual root and branch reform. There are a lot of players who have shown themselves to not be fit for purpose for the Pulis template. If Boro are to play to the Gaffer's functional framework next season, the component parts will need to change. It has been a frustrating season. I'm glad it is over. Now we must recharge, regroup, rewire and go again.